Hi guys, time for another update. Today is the 2-week mark. I am officially 2 weeks post-op of 2-level cervical disc replacement with the Prestige LP discs. I had C45 and 56 replaced 2 weeks ago today, and thought I'd give another update just to kind of document how everything has been going. Overall, I think everything has been pretty good. I'm not doing anything really yet. Still on restrictions. I'm not working. I'm not lifting. I'm not doing housework or anything really. So it's still kind of been easy. This week I felt better in general, so I've been a little more bored because I feel like I want to do something, but I know that I shouldn't and can't. So I've been kind of twiddling my thumbs. I've been hang out at my parents' house during the day sometimes because they watch my son usually. So he's gone over there and we've done little things, gone out to eat. It's been hard to find something that I can be productive with and it doesn't cause me pain or anything. As you can see, I have started to get my steri strips off. I put this back on, this butterfly bandage back on today just because I want to. They say I'm supposed to try to get these off by the 2-week mark, and they are really, really stuck on there. So I've gotten 2 of them off so far, and they are just so sticky and gummy, and they look really gross. Like, they just don't look. They've got like some fuzz and it's not cute. So I've been trying to get them off, but it's really hard. So I've been using some baby oil to loosen them and like some alcohol swabs. And I don't know, I've just been trying whatever, but I don't want to pull too hard and tear off any, scabbing or whatever's under there. But the little bit that I opened up, you can hardly, there's a line right under there that you can hardly tell. Like, I think it looks pretty good. So I'm eager to see what the rest of it looks like. Hopefully it looks that good. But that's been kind of the big feat of the week, is that they're not drying up. They're really gummy and sticky and gross. So anyway, been messing with that. This week I have noticed a little bit more, and maybe it's because I've been a little more active, that certain times, and it might be depending on what position I'm in or what I'm doing. I've done a lot of like computer work this week, and I've noticed some of the numbness and the like kind of a fuzzy feeling coming back in my fingers that I had previous to the surgery. So that's a little bothersome and a little annoying. I was hoping that would go away, but they say that stuff may not go away, or it may take a really long time. So it's not unexpected, but it's just kind of disappointing that that's still there. Although, I mean, I'm still healing, and they say nerves are one of the longest things that take to come back. So I'm not giving up hope yet, but I definitely had that return a couple occasions in the past week. Just today, and overnight, I noticed I was getting a lot of sciatica problems, like some weakness and kind of pain in my left, which my left side was my more affected side. My left, like my butt and down the back of my legs, like totally classic, like sciatica feeling. So that's a little troublesome too, because I didn't really have that before. Maybe it's just from sitting and being too sedentary. Maybe it's from how I slept. I don't know, but hopefully that will go away, because that's not something I want. Obviously, I had the stenosis, so I affected my spinal cord, and it can affect all the way up and down. So I don't know if that's related to that or whatnot. So there's just a few little things that I've noticed that aren't keeping me from doing anything. They're not really major, but they're just little nuances that weren't there before, or things like that. The other thing that I've noticed this week, I've had this shoulder pain and this popping that I've talked about in one of my earlier videos, but this week I'm getting a little bit more of like a clicking sensation, and I can't exactly tell if that is facet joints, because it's kind of happening all up and down my cervical spine, but sometimes I feel like it is the discs, like I can feel them like clicking. Maybe they're not quite rolling right in that socket. I'm not sure. I could be imagining things, but I definitely am having clicking, like a, not grinding, but like it's like if I'm in one position too long and I go to move, it'll kind of pop as I go to the next position. It doesn't hurt, but I definitely am having a little, I can feel that a little bit. I don't know what that is. I haven't called the doctor on any of these little things because I just don't want to be that kind of like, I don't want to worry over every little thing. And so I'm going to just kind of see if some of those things work themselves out. If not, I will see the doctor in 2 weeks and we can go from there. I did call the nurse. I can't remember if I told you in any other videos. I called the nurse last week at my 1 week point just to kind of reconfirm if I had any, if there was any positions I should be sitting in or not sitting in, or how to sleep best. And she didn't really have any great advice other than to not overdo what I'm doing. She said I need to have a quiet neck, so no fast movements and no heavy lifting and just, you know, all of those general things. So anyway, I talked to her last week, but I wasn't having these same symptoms. So I'm going to give this stuff a few more days or weeks and make sure nothing's getting really bad, and hopefully just bring it up at my post-op appointment, which isn't, he didn't schedule me till 4 weeks out. So I'm halfway to that point. I have 2 more weeks. One thing I wanted to say that kind of goes with last week's video about the things to buy and things to have on hand before your surgery. One thing I forgot that we got was paper bowls and paper plates. You could even get, you know, plastic silverware and stuff, but because you're not really supposed to be doing a whole lot of housework and lifting and bending, and so dishes and dishwashers and all of that are kind of off limits, and so I kind of forgot I had them, and so but I've started using paper plates and stuff. I know it makes more trash and I don't like that, but it means that there's not as much dishes to do, and that's easier. You know, my husband works all the time, and so he doesn't have time to always do all the dishes and keep up with all of those types of housework chores. So we can just throw them in the trash, and then there's not as many dishes to worry about. So that is another helpful tip if you are thinking about things to get before your surgery to plan for this. So I got out of the house. I've been getting out of the house a lot. I mean, other people have to pick me up and take me places, but I could probably, at this point, I feel like I could drive at least short distances around my town. The problem is my son, he needs to be in a car seat, and he can get himself in. We have a little step stool, so he can climb up, but I don't think I can or should be pulling on all the straps and the harness to get him in the car seat correctly. So I could probably drive by myself, but I don't think I can go anywhere with him by myself because I can't get him in and out of the car seat well. So that'll just be a work in progress. But and that's not really been an issue. It's just kind of hard waiting on other people to come and get me or bring me somewhere. If I just want to run out somewhere, I can't do it. So anyway, hopefully maybe in the next week I'll do some driving. My restrictions on that were just 1 to 2 weeks after surgery, and to not be on my narcotics, which haven't been on those really at all. I am not really taking a whole lot of medicine. I do the ice still at night I don't think I did it last night, but I didn't do it the night before. So like every other night on the ice, and I'm taking ibuprofen maybe on the same every other day maybe. And I kind of seem to go in waves. Like if I have a painful day, I'll either be taking it more easy or I'll take more medicine, and then the next day is a really good day. So kind of ebbs and flows, just depends. So those are kind of the main things for the week 2. Still getting a little bit of that numbness in my hands that I had pre-surgery, and this new leg pain, sort of pain, sciatica, kind of a crampy feeling, but I don't know. I hope that resolves. We'll just have to see. I've been playing with my sleeping positions. I have this nice adjustable bed. So I've tried flat, I've tried up, I've tried pillows. It's the hardest thing, the most pain I get is either because I'm laying too still on my back, or when I go to sleep on my side, eventually over time, I think something tilts or sags, and then I can feel it pinch on the sides, which I don't know, just it feels like maybe I'm clamping down the ends of those end plates or the joints. It's weird what your brain can imagine is going on in your neck. I don't know. I don't exactly know. But I think that that's it. It's been a pretty good week. I mean, I feel pretty good. I feel like I can do more. It's a little frustrating when I start to have these small little problems, little setbacks, little concerns, because I worry that I'm not going to get any better and I'm going to be weak. And, you know, I just worry that the surgery may have technically worked, but maybe it didn't solve all my problems. So I don't know. We'll have to just see. But I'm pretty functional right now. I'm walking and trying to be as active as I can. So hopefully I stay strong and regain the strength that I've lost in the last months or two while I've been injured and doing a little bit less. So that is all I can think of for now. If you guys have questions, I'd love to hear them. If you need to know anything, there are definitely some Facebook groups that I've joined that have helped answer some questions and just kind of compare stories and make sure that you don't feel like you're alone. There's some herniated disc Facebook group. There is a spinal stenosis Facebook group. There is a cervical disc replacement group. So just search those things if you're on Facebook and you want to join. That's another good resource to just kind of get some options and hear what other people are doing and how they're coping with their issues. So yeah, so I think that's all for this week. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back next week. See ya.